Yes.
You got it. You got it.
No, I didn't say I couldn't get it, but I'm a long way from it.
Good morning, Couples Lounge. How are y'all doing on this beautiful Saturday morning? Thank you for waking up with us on today, spending your Saturday with some good conversation, with some thought-provoking conversation. So what are we talking about today? Man, does your access to porn, Instagram models, nudity impact how you see the women in your life? That's what we're going to be talking about today, y'all. My name is Candace. This is my other half, Ramon. We are the Tucks, and we are the marriage duo of the Couples Lounge show, where we come and we talk about love, marriage, and relationships. Ain't nobody doing it like us.
That ain't us.
And so we hope that today's show, as all of our shows, spark some type of conversation, some type of thought-provoking, like, I ain't never thought about it like that. So some healing maybe take place as well. Hey, TD. Hey, Gina. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And so y'all get ready for a show, as usual. And so for all of you all that do not know us, we are relationship coaches. So if you're struggling in your relationship, or you're about to get married, or you're struggling in, when I say relationships, I'm talking about either dating or married, then we would love to support you in getting to a place of peace, love, and joy, and restoring the relationship to back to where it was at, but better. That's what we discovered in our journey when we was having those valley moments. When we was having our valley moments, once we came on the other side of it, when was going back up on that mountain, our relationship was better than it was when we first got married. It was because we had a different outlook, a different perspective. What's up, Crystal? And just a new way of thinking and being. And so it was just really, really supportive of us. Are we perfect? Absolutely not. Do we still have situations that come up? Absolutely, because we continue to grow. We continue to learn ourselves, which impacts this right here. So yeah, but it's good. It's good. It's healthy. Let me say that. It's a healthy relationship. We was at one point where it was real unhealthy. Unhealthiness is not good for you. So we're about to talk about it on today. Men, I need you to chime in on today so y'all can help us understand. And so we can get into y'all minds. Open up. Let us in. And so some men already responded to the question on the floor. Men, do you think having so much access to seeing nudity via porn, Instagram models affects the way you view women in your day-to-day life? So that's what we're talking about on today. So baby, I hope you ready. No, you don't stay ready. That's okay. No, you don't. No, you don't. I can't share that. I hope you took. Did you share it?
Yeah, I put it on Google.
You shared it in Couples Lounge Facebook page.
Come on, man.
Y'all better tell people to come on over here to YouTube, because your girl is struggling with being on YouTube. I'm gonna tell y'all that. I'm being honest up front. It's a struggle. I miss the crowd that is on Facebook, but my baby said be patient. He told me to be patient. I'm really trying, but I'm gonna find some alternatives. Because I just the people's on Facebook, but nevertheless, I miss our dialogue back and forth. Though those that have came over, y'all still been giving us the good dialogue. So we missing some of the family members this morning that has transitioned to YouTube. So for those of you that are just following us, yes, we've made a transition from Facebook to YouTube. And so we are trying it out. Hey, Shayla, we're trying it out over here. Me personally, I won't. But, okay, we here. I'm waiting on my baby. So, because
Oh,
he got to jump this conversation off for us. And TD, you the only man over here right now. So, you're going to have to help this brother out.
I'm ready. Baby.
So, the question on the floor again.
Okay, break it down.
Do you think, ain't no breaking it down, I'm just asking the question.
That's what I meant, woman.
Do you think having too much access to seeing nudity affects the way you view women? And I'm going to start with him, and then we'll work our way out.
Okay. Do I think...
Hey, Curtis.
What up, Curtis? Yeah, read the question one more time. No, read the question.
No.
Go.
No. See, he can't drunk. He has not drunk his coffee yet.
Baby, I was doing something, so read it one more time.
No, go. You got it. Let's go.
Don't.
Come on, boy.
No, don't. Read the question seriously for me, please.
What's the word?
Read it for me.
Do having too much access to nudity affect how you look at the women in your life?
No, but their attitudes do.
Women in your life. Now?
Yeah, it do. For me. To each his own. Do it affect the way I view women? Oh, to each his own. But for me, of course it does. It makes it seem like it's just too easy now. Y'all just there's no wondering of nothing. I can see how you look naked. I can see how you look from the back twerking, and it's just like, bam, it's right here in front of you. How can that not affect, especially a young man? I don't care what age. If you're half naked, if you're in a swimsuit looking good, that's absolutely nothing. But if you're constantly posting half naked pictures, dropping it like it's how in the hell does that not affect the way we view women and the way I view you?
Okay,
how is that
first of all, you're looking at specific women. That's one. That one woman,
right,
should not,
baby, stop. Don't
make
go there.
you
Baby,
look
stop.
at all
Stop.
women
baby, that's
the
stupid.
same.
Baby, don't go there.
So
women
now,
do the same thing.
So
now,
we talking to the men today. It says men. That's who we talking to. Stay focused on who we talking to today. Now,
you should just point your finger at me.
No, I'm just talking with my hand. So, how does that seeing
we don't need some counseling
affect how you see
going to Golden Gloves? I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
How do you affect how you see? This is my perspective, and you tell me if it's
break it down.
Right. I feel like I think it goes back to what came up for me. It took me back to when we first started dating.
Okay.
And I made the mistake of giving myself to Ramon too soon.
Yeah, she did.
And so because I did that, he had this thought in his mind about me for the longest.
No, I didn't.
Oh my God, yes you did.
I don't think I did.
That I would, if I did that with him, then why wouldn't I do that with anybody? Like, it was hard for him to believe, like, you only had this many sex partners. Yeah. And I couldn't do nothing but fault myself for that. But I always say,
but we was
he was special from the jump. Because I didn't give myself like that.
And I ain't like chocolate. I liked it, the yellow hammers back then. That's what we call them in the country.
I believe watching porn and having that access does affect how you see women in your day-to-day life, because you are constantly bombarded. Not constantly bombarded. You choosing to look at the porn and the Instagram models. So it makes you look at other women in that way. Like, if this woman to get down like that, I guess it's different ways. So I'm going to take it one step. For one, it'll make you start wishing your wife will perform and do things like the Instagram models, right or wrong?
Wrong.
Or porn?
No, wrong.
What?
Wrong.
So you telling me when men watch porn, they don't bring what they see and how this woman gets down back to what he would like to see his wife do?
You probably was already doing that. I didn't have to watch porn to get you to want to do any of that. Are you freaking kidding me? What I want sexually is what I want. I don't have to see porn to get you to do what I like sexually. I'm sorry, not Ramon.
So you have never taken things from what you've seen on porn and said, I'm going to try that. Or I see what she doing, I'm going to ask my wife to do it.
No, I don't think I ever done that. Ever.
Okay.
What
you
I
have
like.
exception to the rule. So what about other men?
I don't see, but what we like is what we like.
But why you watch that then? Why do men watch porn and all of that stuff? What's the purpose then?
Because it's something about watching the sexual act that's that catches your attention. That's a turn on, if you will. When you watch a sex scene in a movie, did you? Oh my gosh! Do you turn your head or do you? Oh, okay. You watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I will say this, that even for men to want their women to watch porn with them, it's about looking at that woman and seeing what she doing, so you possibly can resemble that in the bedroom.
So, is that a problem?
Based on what we, sometimes that is a problem.
Why is that a problem?
Because I ain't her, and I ain't turning no tricks like she turning no tricks.
You're not turning no tricks for your husband. You're not doing tricks for your husband sexually. Okay. Wow.
Not what they do.
Why not?
What they do.
Why, if it's not bringing someone else in the bed, if it's not degrading,
I have a right.
Painful,
it might be degrading.
I said if it's not, what's the problem?
Well, it's not a problem if I don't see nothing wrong with it. But if I see something wrong with it and I got boundaries, I ain't doing what is done.
Question why men watch porn. Thank you, TD. Men are visual. So if we see something, and here's the crazy part. How many women watch a good movie and it's a great hot sex scene, and they turn in their head? I don't want to see that. So my point being is women watch porn too. You think that industry is just huge because of men?
But I'm stay focused on what we're talking about. Do you think having too much access to seeing nudity affects the way you view women in your day-to-day life? How does it affect how you view women based on the Instagram models and the porn stars? Okay. How does it affect?
Okay, let me read what TD said and I'm gonna ask a question. And great point on the second. Why not, Candace? But we're gonna get to that. It does not. Yes, I am. Then if you don't, it doesn't affect me because I categorize women in different categories. Mm-hmm. Because there are some women who leave nothing to your imagination, and then we have some who are classy and respectful. I respect that. Now, to answer the question, do having so much access to nudity affect the way that I view women in your day-to-day? Yeah, it seems from the outside looking in as a married man, it's just too easy to get a woman. Mm-hmm. It's too easy to have sex with women. It's too easy to get a woman and see her half naked. So if everything is that easy and accessible in real life, women used to be, a woman damn near used to be this hidden treasure. You had to work, you had to dig, you had to call, you had to see, you had to do so many things to get that woman. Mm-hmm. And then to see her naked, oh man, you had to put in some work, some quality time. That was you was happy. Now you can get it and see on her fans only, what's that called? Fans only or only fans page?
I got
which absolutely which is absolutely crazy to pay for, by the way. But it's so if I'm
just kidding, I do not have an OnlyFans page.
So if out of that is like that, how does that not affect me? I just said it, so you ain't got nothing to say?
No, I agree. I agree with this statement. I definitely believe it affects your day-to-day. Another reason that, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, how I feel if you are constantly, like you're a constant access. So I'm talking to the men who constantly watch porn or
because I got a question because you act like that's a problem. That a man bringing that to the bedroom.
Constantly follow Instagram models. You just looking at women in that light on a consistent basis, I believe it starts to come into your home or into your relationship in a way of seeing your wife, like if she dresses or puts on something that's kind of sexually revealing, you know what I'm saying? But she's just sexy, but still classy. But and it triggers something in your mind that, nah, I know how, you know, these women get down, or this is what I see outside. What I realize is stuff that you constantly look at, it affects you whether you realize it or not. Okay. And I'm gonna use an example that I realized for myself. I used to watch the Kardashians all the time. You know, I'm a reality show person, and they have a distinct way of talking. And so the way they used to say thank you, evidently it caught I don't know, it's in my mind, in my brain. I found myself saying thank you like they were saying thank you. I immediately stopped watching the show. Have not watched it since then. Absolutely not. That is having too much an effect on me unconsciously. And that's only watching it one day a week. So you imagine looking at that on a consistent basis, like the access that you have to porn, Instagram, or just Instagram models. Okay. And I don't follow no Instagram models, so I don't even know. Can you break that down? What does the Instagram model look like? Like, what does her page look like?
It just depends. You have some classy ones that are workout Instagram models. They're constantly working out and showing you different workouts and trying to get you to follow them and actually pay them to transformation. Maybe having some have 30-day challenges with your abs and this and that. Then you have some that are modeling Fashion Nova, constantly follow fashion.
But we're talking about nudity.
Follow me. Okay. You got some that do that. Then you have some that work out and promote Starbucks or whatever. Then you just have some that's just naked and just show twerking video or just
you
show.
You be naked on Instagram?
Okay, not naked. Let me take that back. Hands naked. What? And they're just showing off their bodies. That's all they're doing. I just want the world to see me. I look good. I just want all y'all to see me and just like my page, and I can get y'all to my what's it called? Fans only?
OnlyFans.
Oh, OnlyFans page. You sure OnlyFans, not fans? Okay, OnlyFans.
Told you I got a page. No,
OnlyFans, and they're just trying to get you to come there. So, and it's just it's crazy. It's just. They just want attention. See me. Here. Look, I'm fine. I'm beautiful. I'm this. See me. Every day they just posting different pictures of them.
So how do you think that affects a man's mindset with his day-to-day? I even think it will affect how you parent your girls.
Yes.
Based on seeing.
Yes, it will. That Lord knows it will for me. It makes you aware of the power of that. And as an educator, I'm already aware of your phone and the power of the picture. I don't want my little girl to be a sex
be what you look at every day.
Who wants their daughter at 12, 13, 14, 15, a sex symbol constantly posting sex pictures? Why? So you can be funny, but I'm sure you don't want your daughter doing it. Okay,
I just talking about me.
So you can say the jab. Then what was the point of the jab? That was a jab. That was a jab. Yeah, it was.
It is reality.
They also want course, yes, because now, but you know what? I'm truth be told, I get it. I get them, the women. They're making money. Some of them, I don't know how much. It seems that they could be making a lot of money. If you're that beautiful and you're that fine, and all I gotta do is post a picture in my bikini at the crib and do that, and I'm getting that type of money.
I know that's right, Curtis. Jump on your own page.
Can I knock them?
Okay, Curtis says it's really just a form of entertainment only. I used to watch porn. Crystal said it makes her uncomfortable, and I stopped it. It was no big deal for me. TD, sometimes you have parents who are posting the pictures of their children that they probably shouldn't post. Yeah,
absolutely. That's true. Why is porn? Because I think at one point porn was a problem for you. Me watching it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Why do some women actually have a problem with men watching porn? I don't get that.
For me, it was I guess in my mind it was like, why the need to watch? Because I know you're not watching the man.
You're watching to your girls.
I was not. Now you gonna ask me what I feel and then tell me I was listening to my girl.
Okay,
I
well,
wasn't. I'm telling you my perspective.
Okay.
I didn't feel the need because I know you're not watching the men. So it's like, why do you feel the need that you have to? You're now married, or you were married, and you are constantly watching other women, and I know you're getting turned on by another woman. So for me, as your wife at that point, like, why is my husband want to consistently be turned on by another woman? Like, that's what was in my mind. And then I felt like, you constantly seeing what you're seeing, and I believe it affects the mind also in the fact of, like, you can't get enough. It's like a addiction. Wow. It's like a drug.
I bet it is for some. I'm sure it is for some.
In that drug, okay, I get it from my wife, but then I see this. So now I can't have that porn woman, but can I find another woman that get down like that porn woman? So I got a freak. That ain't reaching. That's reality. It's men out there that look for the freaks because they wife won't do what they doing on these porn. So they go out and they find other women to do what they see to fix to get that thirst or that
because I'm sure but
that feel that void that they see on the porn stars.
Crystal, ain't nobody ask you.
TD, and they get pissed off when they start making inappropriate comments about the
about that child. I don't get that either. You're not saying my daughter in surgery.
So let me ask you this: like, when guys are together, and I'm sure y'all talk about or in the past talked about certain porn stars, this, that, and the other.
No, of course not. I dated Braden Sunday.
Or you might find an Instagram model that y'all discuss.
That was mostly our conversation.
That y'all discussed.
Discernment.
And so I think, how do you think it translates over into real life? Yeah, y'all talking about it, but how does it are y'all comparing them to women that y'all sleep with now?
What? No. Good Lord of mercy. Man,
we need some more women on here because you gotta think in
you asked me about what me and my boys have talked about. And stuff like that ain't heck no.
Well, you might not be the person that needs to be having this conversation with them. Okay, baby, come on. So what's your perspective then?
No.
Not the wholesome cubes. So all the cubes and the noobs are just faithful. Y'all just some good old boys. I know.
Just some good old. I don't forgot. Okay, anyway. Compare. You can. Oh man, she looks pretty. She's better. Yeah. No, honestly, you've compared porn stars to other porn stars. Of course, you've done that. But hell, that was middle school. Not middle school. No, not middle school. High school, college. Of course, you've had those conversations. But how does that affect that? Those conversations, it has never affected me in my day-to-day life. That's barbershop talk. Then you see such. Yeah, I seen her, Roxy to Pinky. That doesn't affect me in my day-to-day life.
With women?
With women, no. I don't put women in this porn star category. So that's just barbershop talk. Who's better, porn guard-wise, Kyrie or Steph?
Okay, so what you're saying is having access to the nudity does not affect the way a man looks at women in his day-to-day life and his.
Baby, do you not listen? Of course, apparently not. Because in the beginning, I said it does.
How?
What the hell is wrong with you?
How? Because every example you've given is no.
No, what?
You're saying no. Now we don't look at it like that. No, we don't.
I was talking about I actually just answered your question. that then you put it onto
no.
this.
So that's what I'm saying. So basically,
And I've answered this at the beginning. Overall, yes, it does. Because it's so easy, it's accessible. You don't remember me saying that?
But it says in your day-to-day life.
Okay, because it's so easy, it's accessible. I think it's just getting with a woman is that easy. You do not remember me saying that exact words. Literally them exact words.
So it makes me, no, evidently not. So you saying how this impacts you is your view. It says in your view of women.
I'm not talking about men.
I guess I'm lost right there.
And
it does not seem like you are.
I don't know what the hell wrong with you.
It's like what?
What is wrong with you? Good Lord, woman.
Okay.
Drink your coffee.
Act like I'm slow then.
Act? Act? Hell, the whole world sees right now if they watch it. Like, girl, he answered that.
Okay, well, you got to break it down. Do me a recap.
Okay.
Because I haven't heard everything that I've said.
I know you.
Now we don't do that.
You're waiting to respond. You're not listening. We teach this. But that's okay, baby. That's okay. I'm here with you, though. I love you, dude. I love you. I love you. I swear I do.
No.
Yes.
Because everything, let me say, everything, I have not heard you give a real reason as to how y'all view women in your day-to-day life based off of that. So I haven't heard it.
Okay, I'm very patient with my wife. Okay, darling. Okay.
Well,
let me answer it again.
Let me hear
Yet
it.
again.
Let me listen.
How does it affect Ramon? How can in a day-to-day, yes.
View of other women.
What is the purpose of men watching porn? Don't start nothing this gamble.
No purpose. No purpose at all.
My goodness. Here we go. Here we go. Boy, what is wrong with some of you? But let me answer this question first. Look at the damn frown. I saw that.
No, he's not answering it. He keeps talking about other Instagram models. That's not affecting his day-to-day life.
I have answered this question.
Okay, well, let me hear it.
That was the first.
What did he say, TD?
That was the first question you asked, babe, to start the show. So, of course, you're telling me for 27 minutes I haven't answered that.
No, I know what the answers you've been given is basically saying no, it doesn't affect you.
No, it's not. When you rewind at the end, she always watches the show. I want you to watch it.
I don't always watch it.
Well, I want you to watch
summarize it. Y'all are tuned into the Couples Last Show. As Ramon and I discussed, do you think men? This is a question for the men.
Okay.
You having so much access to seeing nudity affects the way that you view women in your day-to-day life, your wife, your kid, your daughters.
So you're being specific now. You're not speaking in general. I thought you were just speaking women in general. Now you're being specific with your wife and your daughter. That's totally two different conversations.
Look.
View women in your
day-to-day life. So day-to-day, your wife is, your daughter is. The women at your job is at your day-to-day life, in contact with women in the stores.
So, again, you're being specifically. You can have an outlook on women and in general, mm-hmm. how you think of women, how they act in the world generally. And then I can think of my wife, my daughter, my sister.
So which one do you want to?
I was speaking generally. I think you're being specific.
It says view women in your day-to-day life.
So day-to-day, I can't have a general outlook on women, period. Baby, come on now. Don't be like that. You're not making sense. Day-to-day, you can have a general outlook on everybody, on every woman. It doesn't have to be specific.
Okay, so how does that affect the way that you view women? By looking at the Instagram.
How do you think it affects men? I'm asking you your opinion.
I already gave my opinions. Have you not been listening? I already gave my opinions. And everything I said, you said no. So I'm asking you.
And I will answer again. I will answer it again
here we
for
go.
you.
This is gonna be one of these shows I see.
And it's all your fault. I want you to understand that. Because I have answered this question and you're acting really Like you have no clue that I have truly answered this question.
I have not.
And that is I'm trying not to be scared right now.
It must be man talk because Curtis and TD.
Yes or no? Have I answered this question? Yes or no?
Don't let him pull you in.
When they does that, that means they don't want to ask. When you act this way, that means they don't want to know the answer. I will answer the question. It affects because you feel it's simple. Women, it's easy access. It's that easy to get a woman. That's my answer.
Is that the only way that you see that it
impacts?
It
is. Yes, it is.
That's some bullcoin. Man, so what are other ways that, because there's other ways. Of course, I'm not saying that's bullcoin, but he answered it. He answered it in general. Okay. So that's his only way. So let me ask y'all, what other ways do you see? Women, we don't really know. We can come up with our own thoughts and mindsets, but what do y'all see as because the man that was on the Couples Lounge Instagram page said yes, it does impact the way we view women in our day-to-day life.
And of course, not all men feel that way, of course. Again, it's just you view women as easy objects to obtain now. Whatever.
And how is that detrimental to a relationship?
Because if I feel that you're just not a prize no more, it's just easy accessible. I can easily discard you and go easily pick up another one, find another one, and get another one, and get another one. I don't truly value you as I should.
Oh, something just came up for me. I think it also impacts the way they view women in their day-to-day life because what you said earlier. No, the bodies are banging. The bodies are banging, and so it could put you in a state of desiring that your wife looks like that unconsciously, but like, dang, her body look good. Y'all are visual. You realize your wife has gained.
You always want that. All they make do is bring it to the forefront. Everybody wants their spouse to look good, whether they how they physically look or not. Every woman wants their man to look good. You may not want him to be Michael B. Jordan, but damn it, if he look like that, you ain't tripping.
So
if we might not tell you that's something a man sure isn't going to mention to his wife. But yes, we want you fine. Yeah, so if you see these women working out, this and that, would I mind my wife looking that way? Nope, I wouldn't mind.
But I think sometimes it can be our men don't know how to approach it from a way
stay away from that.
Of pushing their wife and encouraging you unconsciously seeing this sex symbol every single day. And so you start wanting your wife to be and look like that.
I don't see nothing wrong with that though.
It's not necessarily anything wrong with it.
I don't have a problem with you looking fine.
If she's at a place where she's comfortable with her body, but because you see that every day.
Miss Gamble, no, I do approve. I approve because it ain't my daughter showing off on Instagram, if you want me to be honest. I'm not knocking the next person hustle. If that's how you want to make your money and you're not selling your body, you're just showing
your body is the object.
So our models are selling their bodies then, whether they So again, I don't mind you're selling your body. I'm not knocking you selling your body in that. If you're just a swimsuit model, no one is knocking you. If you're a model on the one walkway and all that other stuff, no one is knocking you. The only difference is you're just half dressed. I'm not knocking you getting your money unless you was my daughter. If you my daughter, I don't want to see you. I just wouldn't follow you, to be honest with you. I don't want you half naked twerking and doing all kind of stuff to make your money. But honestly, I ain't not gonna get your money.
I would say this, and I'm not a man, of course, but I would say even when as a woman, when you see a man that's just sexy on TV, that one time you see him just and looking at his body.
And y'all immediately wonder how he look without his clothes. Y'all do the same thing. The only women, the way you look, women don't do that. Okay, my bad. I'm gonna let you talk.
Thank you.
Because I know.
And so when you see a man whose body is, banging, and you were like, dang, his body look good. So I can imagine if I'm looking at that all the time and I become infatuated with him or his body. Let me say that. Come infatuated with his body and that because I look at him every day. Yeah, I would start looking at Mon like, dang, he might need to get in the gym unconsciously because now I see something that I like. I was good with how Mon looked, but now that I'm seeing something else, I want my husband to change because I like what I'm seeing there.
I'm with you on that. I follow that.
With me and being visual, I definitely believe that that can show up in a relationship.
So you're saying, so now I'm not really liking what I see at the crib
because I'm constantly.
My old man told me once. He said, "Son," he said, "Be careful." This is when I was in college. I'll never forget as long as I live. Be careful out messing with these chicks. I guess he kind of knew or sensed that I might be doing something in college. He's like, "Son, be careful. When you out here in these streets, you don't even want what you got at home." And it didn't make sense. Shut up. But then that basically goes to literally what you just said. And that's when you out here looking in these streets, you looking at all these different women, all these different men. Now you don't even like what you see at the crib.
Right. And I think that's what having that access to nudity and Instagram models, it does. I believe it's going to affect your household.
But here's the thing. Ever since we was little boys, the moment you saw a little, you'd be like, yeah, man, it was because you saw a pretty girl. Mm-hmm. Women will always have that effect on a man. I don't care if he's 70, 80 years old. A beautiful woman comes in the room, we stop. Time pauses. Time becomes still. Everything freezes. And we lock in and focus and see her. Don't question why.
Don't look too long.
That's how God made us. We just love the sight of a beautiful woman. So therefore, we will always be that way. We will always be visual. We will always see a beautiful Instagram model and be like,
so you gotta protect your mind.
And be like, oh.
Protect your mind.
And don't stare. I literally in person don't stare. I really don't. And I do that purposely. Because it's true. You stare, now they'll stare right back. Like, oh shit, oh Lord. I kid you not. I've had that happen where you will see like, oh, hey girl, okay. And then she'll look, oh, Lord. Girl, no. Hell no. Lord, time out, baby. I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to give you that. And it was just like, dang, I just noticed it. That's dangerous. I ain't doing that. No, you. Real talk.
Let me ask you, why do you follow Instagram models?
I don't, let me rephrase that. I don't follow, I don't follow them anymore. And I don't click on and do it. When I first got on Instagram years ago, people will say, like, oh, okay, dang, she look good. Dang, okay. And we're just to look.
So you don't got no Instagram models pages that you have followed?
Yes, are you purposely not paying attention?
No. So let me clear up what I'm saying.
So
you stopped following.
I stopped. Yes.
You went and unfollowed their page.
So
you still follow. Okay, so tell me why. Baby, come on, put them glasses down. You don't need them. You still sexy. Ooh, y'all, he's showing me his body.
Wow.
Baby,
I'm sweating, baby. It's
so good. You doing a show. You sweating?
Man,
did y'all just hear him say I'm sweating?
Man, I'm sitting here sweating like this coffee is hot.
So put it down.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sweating. I can't do this. No, when I first got on Instagram, I did. Do I follow them now? No, honestly, God, I truly don't. But I ain't trying to. I don't care how you feel about it. To be totally honest with you, The truth is the truth.
You went and unfollowed them?
Some. Have I did all of them? No. Am I trying to unfollow all of them? No.
You had a lot.
Honestly, I have no idea the number. Okay,
so tell me why. So tell me why you follow them.
Because I wanted to look. I was looking. Any other questions about it?
What was it? Why? Like why?
What did I just say? I just wanted to see.
You just wanted to look, but you didn't want to unfollow him.
Okay. I unfollow, Lord Jesus. You.
I'm asking a question.
And what does that have to do with anything?
We're talking about nudity and Instagram and the effects that it have on the women in your day-to-day life.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Because that ain't got nothing to do. Okay, go ahead.
That ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. Okay.
Okay, well.
So let me see what Curtis says. Porn does not affect the way I view women at all. Of course, I notice good-looking women, and I view all women on a case-by-case basis. Okay.
Read that.
You read it, because I got to do it right here.
TD said it doesn't affect the way I view women because luckily I am surrounded by professional women. But if I did think that there will be some effect of women showing off the goods to everyone.
Yeah, and I think that's true too. I think it depends on what you surround yourself with as well. So if you are surrounded with professional women,
I dig that.
Classy women, but the thing about it is, yeah, professional women show you professionalism at work.
Yeah.
But who are they at home? Who are they in? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So but I definitely believe
powerful.
it's still
that's powerful.
It is about who you. That's with anything. Whatever you surround yourself with, that is what you think about. That's what you become. That's why I said, be mindful of the company you keep. We tell our kids that. Be mindful of the company
when
you
you're
keep.
young.
And when you old too. Because if you hang around,
as a grown man.
If a grown man hang around dudes that ain't talking about nothing but cheating on their wives, all the women that they got, this, that, and the other, that stuff will affect you if you are with them enough. Same difference if you hang around people that are bosses, men that are out there getting their paper. They know who they are. They investing. They doing this. They doing that. You will pick up on that, and you will start to become whatever you surround yourself with a lot. That's why they say, if you want to know who you are, look at the 5 people that's closest to you. That will tell you who you are, what you show up as.
I agree with that some,
okay.
But I don't completely agree with that at all. As a grown man, I can be the one that's
Hey, Chris, I've been waiting on you.
I can be the one that's completely different than everybody in the group. You can have 5 drug addicts. I'll be the one alcoholic. You can have 5 mean people, and I'll be the one happy dude. So I heard you, especially at a young age. But as a grown man, I'm not feeling that 100%. I'm not. I'm really not at all. Okay. Because you can be different. But I get the logic in it, and it makes sense. Because some people are followers like that. Everyone isn't. Some people not afraid to be different. Some people not afraid to be with 3-4 guys. All of them cheat, but I'm the one faithful one. What the problem is?
Mm-hmm. I get that. I can.
Now let me say this. Do you think having so much access to seeing nudity porn, IG affects the way you view women in your day-to-day life? The way I viewed women had nothing to do with this. The way how I got to be honest, let me be open and honest to everybody. My view of women has been warped, has been jacked up for years. It has. My wife knows what I'm talking about. What are you talking about, Ramon? This is what I'm talking about. I honestly believe more times than not, you meet a woman, she probably was a hoe. Let me rephrase that. More times than not, you meet a woman, it was easy. She was easy to get. Well, it ain't hard to get that. It ain't hard to sleep with a woman. Not because I was all of that. It had nothing to do with me personally. Like I look good, I'm so handsome, so nothing to do with me. I got that warped sense of thinking by how I seen women act. By being around guys and seeing how easy women was. It's easy to sleep with her. Like, damn. Are any girls good? Is it hard to get any woman nowadays? came in high school. College wasn't no different. Actually, it was worse in college than it was in high school. So my sense of thought was that at a young age. This will only, if you're a young man and you feel that way in high school, college, or high school, even after high school, now with IG and porn and so accessible, you're probably thinking the same thing. If the vagina was a stock, it has plummeted. You're like, sail. Get rid of it. It's not coming up. The value is now. Women have made it so easy to get. It can affect a man's thinking of thinking, damn, are there any good women? So this had nothing to do with my day-to-day. That's just how I viewed women back then. And it took years, and still gonna be honest, still to this day, if I was single, it would be extremely difficult for me to have a woman. Extremely difficult for me to be with another woman. I don't care if
not being in a relationship.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They better know that. Because I just how do I trust? Because I've been with females that had boyfriends, and yet a guy we'll play the side role perfectly. Women won't play the side role perfectly, apparently, but the men, if a woman can have a side guy, and the men, we ain't gonna like that. So that affected the way I thought, and that transferred into my wife as my girlfriend, how I viewed her, how I treated her. It did. I was affected, but women gave me that thought. Women made me view women that way. So if a man feels that way, in my humble opinion, ladies, it's y'all damn fault. Because if more women carried themselves like upstanding, God-fearing, not perfect, women that had standards. Negro, you're not getting this right here. I got standards. You're going to have to call me. You're going to have to take me out on a date. You're going to have to open this door. You're going to have to pursue me like a prize that I am, and it ain't that easy. Imagine if women in general did that. Whoa! Do you imagine that effect that it will have on how men viewed and treated women? If y'all simply demanded that, required that. But when you don't, and we see what we see, and it's just that accessible, and it's just that easy, but hey.
And I think he just proved the whole point of this show. The accessibility, women putting their bodies out there, men looking at it. It affects how you look at the women and handle the women in your day-to-day life. Yes, Crystal, I agree with that. The women that don't know, in general, it comes from a lack of relationship with their father. So it really starts with the men, but the men in a different type of role in their life. And so, yeah, it definitely, I just think everything he just said, his whole mindset, although he was talking about from his experience, because it wasn't this type of access back in high school or back in college or even in our 20s. But because of his access to the women that he did have access with and the relationships he did have with certain women caused him to think and feel that women were a certain way. So now in internet world life, imagine not having that. Now you got access. I can look at porn all day. I can look at naked women all day. I can look at women and
because think about it.
It's like I can literally look at that all day. It's no way that does not affect how you look at women.
Now, look how women carry themselves and how they act on IG alone. Forget porn. Porn is a separate entity in itself.
Yeah.
Forget that.
Mm-hmm.
Why You see how easy you could think, damn, is all these bros like this? Are all y'all half naked?
Mm-hmm.
Or all y'all naked? Like, women act like you have to be naked or half naked to get attention.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I tell my little girl. I said, baby, as long as you're breathing, boys are going to give you attention. Don't worry about attention. If you're breathing, you could be on the deathbed and post a picture. They're going to respond. But what type of attention are you getting? That's the key. What type of attention are you getting? Because if you're half naked, you have guys coming from here to East Texas trying to give you attention. But that's not good attention. That's not the type of attention you want.
And then too, I think.
Oh, I want to answer Miss. I want to
like
answer
what he just said. Like, you wondering, do all these women out here do this? All these women, is everybody half naked? That goes back to what you choose to surround yourself with. If you liking a whole bunch of Instagram models, it's going, and then you already, by nature, we already attracted to that kind of stuff. You know how people are just attracted to negative, bad things. Like, that's the kind of stuff that draw your attention. But if you have went and you followed only those type of women, that's what you gonna see. Have you made the choice to go follow women that are bosses, women that are business owners, women that are motivational speakers? Do you choose to follow women like that? Most men ain't following no woman like that. Now, they might be following men in that aspect, but you're not following women that have Instagram pages about that. The women that you are following are Instagram models, women that are half naked, women that are sex symbols, because that is what you see. So your perception is that most women show up on Instagram like that, when that's probably not the case. Because who do you choose to follow? Because, like, I don't follow no Instagram models.
So if you have not hit the subscribe button, subscribe to the Couples Now page. Also share it on Facebook too. Share this video on Facebook and any other platform you got. Go.
So I don't view women like that. I don't view women as all they do is want to show their body on it, because that ain't what I follow. So you have to be mindful of what you are subjecting yourself to, and you gotta protect your mental. You gotta protect that, and that's with anything. Be mindful of what you are following on this, because it's going to affect. That's just my opinion.
I totally agree. I totally agree. Chris said, ladies, y'all need to learn to have more respect for yourself. You're the prize. Treat yourself as the prize. We don't deserve you. We should have to earn you. Powerful. I pretty much literally just said that. Good point, Chris. Miss Gamble said, I just find it funny that most men say it's okay to the Instagram models, but if they became girlfriend, you must stop posting those half naked pictures.
But that's how they found them.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Because the crazy part, men don't want, I'm going to be honest, I don't want a man to see my woman in certain outfits. There's certain outfits for my eyes only. If you saw her in some of the stuff I've seen in, you will kidnap my wife. My wife is too damn fine. And I'll shoot one of y'all. You try to kidnap my baby with a fine chocolate shell.
And God dog, I just had a thought. You made me lose it.
You got a big.
Okay, you were saying women, what they were.
Well said, Chris. I agree with Chris, but if women looking for the attention they most likely didn't get from their fathers.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. That confuses some women.
What's that?
When I know my husband looks at these Instagram models, or my boyfriend looking at these Instagram models, he's enticed by that. He like that. But then when I do it, it's a problem. It ain't it's no congruency here. Like, you like that. But when I do it, why is it a problem? And it becomes confusing. It can become an argument in a relationship, because I see you watch that. I see you look at her. I see you ooh-eye. Maybe you ain't ooh-eye, but I see your response to
and that. You're probably not even seeing it. We're not letting you see that. Because the same thing, you're absolutely correct. But I guarantee you, Crystal Kelly is a married woman. I guarantee you there's some stuff that she can wear just for her husband. That if she put on and post a picture, her husband gonna turn the whole house down.
But he like looking at that.
But again,
I'm just saying that brings confusion into a relationship.
It shouldn't. And the reason why it shouldn't, because we don't want men to see you naked. Why would I want you half naked or with just some booty shorts on or something? Why do I want the world to see you in that?
Why would I want my husband looking at women with booty shorts on, half naked?
First of all, because you can't. Every time you cut on the TV, you gonna see open up a magazine.
Intentionally. Why would I want my husband looking at that? So that's the same thing that you saying. Why I want my wife to look like that? The wives and the women are saying, why would I want that to be all right for my husband?
Here's why that doesn't make sense to me. For a woman to have a problem with a man to look at another woman in half nakedness, you're gonna have to shoot him. Because all he has to do is open up a darn magazine, cut on the movie, cut on the TV, and you see it. It is impossible to stop that. It is literally impossible. That's how women do that.
I think you're.
But I don't want the world to see you like that.
The same feeling that you have about other people seeing. Listen to me. Seeing your wives like that. That same emotion, that same everything.
No, it's not the same feeling. But go ahead.
Let me tell you, some women have that same mindset approach in knowing that her husband, not you just watching a movie and it comes on the screen, but you're intentionally going.
So don't go get a Sports Center swimsuit model. They will have a problem. Like they have a swimsuit edition. Sports Illustrated. So they will have a problem. Don't go get a Sports Illustrated swim, because everything in that magazine swimsuit edition is just women in swimsuits. So you mean don't look at that.
If you're intentionally going and
to get
buy just for that,
right?
Yeah, she will have a problem if she knows that is your attention. It's different if you just got Sports Illustrated and they come every month,
right?
But you're intentional
about going the swimsuit edition.
Swimsuit edition, or you constantly watching Instagram models, or you constantly watching porn, because we know some women have issues with that. It's the same energy. It's just different. If your energy is, I don't want my woman looking like that because I don't want no other man looking at her. I don't want you dressed like that. Although I like looking at it on other women, I don't want you doing it. Same energy.
No, you can do it. Just do it for me.
Same energy. It's the same. It's the same energy. Same emotion. Same thing.
Okay.
So,
all right. Whatever.
Y'all see how I have to keep talking like this? If I keep talking like this, he don't go there.
What?
That's not a trick. That is a skill, ladies and gentlemen, in communication. You keep talking like this, nobody can stay up there. They eventually will meet your energy. But if you here and they go here and you go here, now y'all both are hollering. So when y'all are talking and you really want to be heard, keep your energy right here, but they'll come back down and they can hear you. That's a skill.
I don't like
that's a skill, okay?
I do not like
That's a communication.
But no man wants his. There's some stuff. No man wants his woman for the most part. Like I like when you look good and sexy when we out. But then there's certain stuff I don't want you to know. You can't wear that now. But I think every woman should understand that, right?
That you don't want me to wear certain things when I go out.
I wouldn't want guys to see you in the stuff that I don't even get to see no more. The booty short stuff. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that you don't even worth for me no more.
Baby, stop.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
Like, man.
Stop.
I'm just saying. I ain't seen it in a while. It'd be nice to see.
And when he see it be out in 30 seconds.
But damn it, it did its job. The 30 seconds is all I need. I would say that's just a thing that I just don't.
You
don't get that seriously.
I I understand it, but that's me. I go certain places. I think, one, I get it. You don't want other people to see what you have.
Yeah.
2, I believe there's some insecurities about it. It for some men, for some.
No, I didn't say you
some
can't look sexy out in public.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's totally different. If you look sexy, period, that's a problem. Yeah, that's insecurity. But if you're half dressed, half naked, sexy, that's different. Say that for me. You could throw on something sexy and revealing. That's cool, but not revealing to world like, wait, hold on,
So
babe.
would that same outfit be all right to wear if you with me? That would be a yes.
No, not all of them. Not all of them, damn it. No, not all of them.
Stuff I would wear at the house, Ramon. I ain't wearing no booty shorts. Well, some people wear booty shorts.
Yeah, they do.
I ain't even got no booty shorts.
You got some booty shorts for me.
I got some underwear.
Well, them booty shorts.
But that was some underwear. I'm not going to wear underwear outside the house.
Well, that's true. Okay. When you gonna wear some?
Mom, stay focused.
Okay.
So
you gonna put some on?
So some short shorts.
Yeah.
Say we on vacation.
Just show the booty cheek.
Short shorts.
Use the piece of the meat hanging.
But if I wore some short shorts with some heels, with a cute little shirt, fitted shirt, that's not okay to wear on a girl's trip. But that's okay to wear with you.
Yeah, some stuff like man, because
I think y'all just be worried about, and I know y'all worried about another man coming and approaching us. Look, it ain't even about him looking at us; it's him approaching us, trying to holler at my woman. But see, you got to put your trust in your woman and not in the other man. The trust should be in your wife. You should know that your wife ain't gonna entertain that other man.
But then when she got all her homegirls and most of them are hoes.
It don't matter. You just said earlier she can be the different one.
No. And you said the other
You
one.
can be the
but
different one.
You
can be the different one. I did not beg the different.
Yes, you did.
I did not. I said I can see that. So, but you just said she can be the different one. She just because she wrong with hoes don't mean she a hoe. That's what you said earlier.
No. Actually, I didn't say that. Actually, I didn't say it's just wrong with hoes. All right, come on now. I told you let me shut my way my mind thinks.
You see?
If all your let me shut up. But it's different. Men being hoes and women being hoes, that's totally two different conversations. I think them are two different conversations.
What?
A group of men that are hoes, a group of women that are hoes. That's totally different conversations. They're two different categories. Like
I swear.
Like you were born this way. You were made
Men are not born hoes. You stop
were
that.
made this way.
Stop it.
You turned into this.
Stop.
You were born into this.
No, you better stop.
That's the truth. That is the truth.
No.
Men were born this way.
No.
Women turned into it.
I'm not even finna let you say that.
A girl wasn't born a hoe. You turned yourself into that, or your
and
mama.
Men wasn't either. Men was turned that way because of the older men, and they like saying, "This is what you need to do."
That's not true.
That's how you get your status by sleeping with. How many girlfriends you got? That stuff start when they look.
That's not true, Kenny.
Yes, they do.
That's not true.
Yeah, they do.
Every girl was born a hoe.
You better stop that.
I'm just telling you. I believe men are born hoes.
Oh my Jesus.
That's the show. That's the show. Women were made, turned themselves. Someone turned you into easy access. Men were just born with ease. You can have it, girl. You look good. You can have it.
That don't mean you got to be no whore.
Or they are. The facts is the fact. I don't understand how women deny. But anyway.
Lord help me.
Have a high libido. Come on, Chasing Liberty. Come on, Chasing Liberty.
We're not saying this and that's not true. That is a fact.
Golden Gloves Championship tonight.
Y'all, my husband is thinking about going to box. He's going to box.
Stop.
I'm going to help him reach his.
I'm going to help him reach. I'm going to go. Thank y'all for tuning in to the show. Next week,
somebody should have told me about this.
Somebody should have told me it is what it is.
What?
It is what it is.
Baby, I know that is not the advice
I was being funny, baby. I was being funny. You go ahead.
No, you go. This is with men. The question of the day, if you just joining in, was do you think having so much access to seeing nudity via porn or Instagram models affects the way that you view women in your day-to-day life. So somebody should have told
Yes, in my opinion, guard your thoughts, be around more, try to surround you. For a man, this is just me talking. It's damn near impossible for this not to affect the way you view women. Hopefully you can have positive, good women in your life to where it doesn't warp your sense of thinking and the value of a woman. But if you, that's because I believe this is developed at a young age and it carries on into adulthood. And when when you become an adult, it's hard to switch your way of thinking. I'm going tonight, Curtis. The championships is tonight. I went last night to the semifinals. It's off of Lancaster. I'm gonna holler at you later on. Because once you become an adult, it's hard to change your mentality as an adult that a mindset that I had as a child. If you think all men are dogs, all men cheat as a young teenage girl, now you're a 30-something-year-old woman and you're trying to change that, that's difficult. So to me, what somebody should have told me, man, I don't know. I think it just affects us. I ain't no getting around it for me. I don't know what you want me to say.
So,
grew up in Minneapolis.
My mom is Sherry. Cyrus Morton is my uncle. Teresa's my aunt. Y'all know me.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's what's up.
So my somebody should have told me. For those people that don't know what somebody should have told me moment is, it's like overall either what we took from the show or a nugget that we want to leave with you all. And so my somebody should have told me moment is to be mindful of what you surround yourself with, whether it's in person, whether it's Instagram. Be mindful because it will impact you. So you can choose to surround yourself with things that is about growth, about prosperity, about whatever. But if you surround yourself with negativity, toxicity, it will affect, whatever you surround yourself will affect your thinking. So be mindful because your thoughts are powerful. What you put in here is powerful and it's working when you don't even realize it's working. Some stuff is in your conscious, some stuff is in your unconscious. So we gotta be mindful. I just feel like it's going off kind of what he said is like, even if you've been trained a certain way growing up, a certain mindset, you can always change. If you realize it's not beneficial to your life, you can always change. But you gotta uproot, stop doing certain things so that you can plant new seeds, new way of being, new ways of thinking, new patterns. And so change it, and then it's inevitable. We always changing. So do you choose to level up in your change, or you choose to stay stuck or go down the other way? So
gentlemen, focus on
keeping themselves sexually disciplined. Good husband looks for good wife. Negative thoughts are infectious. Too much focus on Instagram thoughts and little focus on finding a partner to build an empire.
To me, that's easier when you're married. As a single guy that don't have a woman, it's hard for me not to look at the Instagram thoughts. And I ain't got nobody. What am I being, It's easier to be disciplined sexually married. It's easier to have that mindset to do. But if you're a single guy and I ain't got to, I can just do what I want. That takes a whole nother discipline that 9 out of 10 men don't have. To be disciplined in the regards where I'm not going to sleep with nobody unless I'm in a relationship with them. Woo! You know the discipline that takes for a single brother?
And I think it takes maturity too, because I think at some point, and it may be late 30s, early 40s, late 40s, I think where some men is like, man, I'm not finna just sit and be looking at Instagram models all,
That's
you know.
not something you do anyway.
I mean, where you just surround yourself with. I think some men get to a point where they level up, like they just not even, like, I'm not gonna just sit and, not saying I'm not gonna look. I'm just saying surrounded like, dang man, she fine. You know what I'm saying?
As a grown man, you don't do that anyway.
It is grown men that do that.
No, I don't
It
believe
is grown
that.
men.
I don't believe that. What all they do is on the phone looking. No, I don't believe that at all. All they doing is just looking at half naked women on the phone. On the phone, as a grown man, no.
Oh my God.
As a teenage boy, yeah.
No.
Grown men are not just. Let me find.
I'm not saying he acting like that, but in his time where he just got his phone in his hand, he on Instagram. If he following Instagram models, he is looking at Instagram models on a regular because of the access. So to say grown men don't do that, come on now.
Man, shut up. I'm going to see you in some booty shorts tonight.
Bye, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
That's what I want to see.
We will be back next week, Crystal, but y'all want women to have that discipline. All things are possible. Sunday school, Ramon. He needs Sunday school. He needs to start going back to church.
I need you in some booty shorts.
Bye. Y'all are tuned to the Couples Lounge. I'm Candace.
I'm serious.
This is Crazy Ramon. Everybody pray for me.
Man,
pray for me. Because I got me something.
Because you ain't put on none in a while, dog.
Baby, shut your face.
You haven't. When you don't want some